basic way. First one is your income has to be there, and income minus you said expenditure is your savings, and our purpose is savings should be there or it should increase. So in economics you must have studied one equation, y minus c is equal to s. Have you studied this equation?
Yes, sir.
Where y is income, c is consumption, and s is savings. Now my first advice here, change this equation like this. The first thing which I suggest for investing in a stock market. The stock market में invest करो ना करो, that is a secondary level. But my first concern, important concern is, you must go. Saving should be your first priority. Consumption. Saving should be your first consumption. And what could be normally I suggest is that saving should be at least 20% of your income. At least means you can say greater than equal to your 20% of income. What exactly it means? Suppose someone has got 1 lakh rupees monthly income, then 20% of that is what? 20,000. Keep in mind 20,000 is not your money. That's the first step. Keep that 20,000 separate. Where to keep, how long to keep is a separate exercise. That is what we are going to talk. But the first discipline is required is your 20% fund should be out. And once your 20% fund should be out, then how much remaining amount is there? 80,000. Now you assume 80,000 is your income. And whatever your expenditure you have to plan accordingly. Is it clear? Necessary, unnecessary, you can define your own expenditure. You are free to define, but make sure that this is the beginning point. That is what the initial requirement. Normally, it sounds very simple, very easy to calculate, but very tough to follow. And especially, finance needs discipline. During the savings, discipline is required, and after savings, more discipline is required. Because the moment savings will be there and it will be under your control, it may immediately invite your attention to spend. You will tempt to do that. And when you will tempt to do that, how you will be able to manage it. That's the one important. Second important is, let's assume this savings has kept on coming to you, and now you are so disciplined. And assuming that you are so disciplined, every time your point to y is coming to your separate corpus. It is coming to your that box where your savings are added. Now, if you put in your box, in your almirah, it will not grow. It will grow only through addition, not through creation, not through earning. Yes or not?
Yes,
it will not start earning. And what is the best financial environment or financial expertise is? You must create your alternative source of income. One, you are earning. Another, your earning is earning. And once your earning is earning, it will be a big support, a great help. That you have to create. That is what the objective is. And how to create that? Look into this. When this starts coming up, so suppose in 10 months of time, 2y will be available to you. If honestly you are saving, within 10 months of time, 2 months salary is available to you separately. Now where to invest? How to make? Question is, you should have some liquidity available to you. Go through pyramidal structure, and in that pyramid, base should be set, and at least here 6 months of your or even 10 months of your equivalent to salary. Normally we consider here 3 months of salary plus 3 months of salary. That is what I was trying to mention, 6 months of salary. 6 months of salary means 6y should be in your available liquid position. Maybe bank deposits. Bank deposit, why bank deposit? Term deposit, why so? Because any kind of emergency you can take money. Your respect has to be maintained. You are not going to borrow from your any loan. So you are going to maintain. So this is what you require to have it. But after that, you start looking into market and where various levels are there, and depending upon whatever the return you are going to increase, because your bank returns, bank deposit which we are talking, will normally will give you 6 to 7% of return, not more than that. Clear? On an average, 6 to 7% of return per annum will be available to you. Followed by, you will have, say, debt instrument, you invest, it will be giving you somewhere 8%, 8 to 9% of return. Mutual fund, it may give you somewhere 12% of return. And finally, equity, it may give you 15 to 18% of 18% of return. It is there. And some riskier one, top, could be more than 18% return. This is the way it will go. So, if natural temptation will be there, why we are going to indulge into these things? Why not directly go to upside? And actually, people do these things, and that's the biggest blunder they commit in the market. Don't go for these things. Am I clear? Rightly, what is required is you go systematically, step by step. Have patience, and that having patience is called discipline in finance. If you are not disciplined, you will ruin. Because it is a natural point of attraction that if suppose something is a better return is coming and that return is coming from the top of investment, why not directly go to top of investment? The question is legally, practically, systematically, can we directly, instead of going here, can we directly invest here? Answer is yes, you can do that. No one is going to stop you. If you go to the stock market and buy the shares, nobody will ask, have you got an FD in the bank or not? Am I clear? It is you who have to make that decision. And why I am repeatedly using the word discipline? Because it is very tough to maintain that temptation. And still, your money is lying just at 6% return. Just your one click of mouse, you will get that money. But still, you are not getting that money is actually discipline. Right? That is the discipline. So, investing in a stock market, now the subject is there, but mature yourself to the level of a stock market. Otherwise, it will be a tougher task. My subject is not going to talk about these things. Of course, it talks from here in the market investment. Now, this is also market. If minutely you look upon, you will find out this syllabus is talking related to what is money market, what is capital market. This investment which I have mentioned you here in the bank deposit, money market. It's a very important liquid market available at your click. You can easily fund transfer, you can withdraw, there is no problem. Not only that, it is a fixed return market where on the time of deposit you are known that how much you will be getting on maturity. Matured amount will be available to you. Well defined, it is available to you. So this instrument is here. So you can say that financial market, if we consider financial market has got two broad categories. One category is called money market, another category is called capital market. Money market has got banks and non-bank finance companies as the main player, or financial institutions are main player. RBI is the regulator, and less than 1 year of maturity instruments are available. And instruments which are available are T-bills, government securities, commercial papers, certificates of deposit, bills of exchange, like these instruments are available in the market. These are all instruments available in the market. Right? Whereas in the capital market, when we go, capital market is the market, it is mainly a stock exchange. Regulated by SEBI and have got long-term maturity, more than 1 year of maturity. Equity, preference share, debentures or bonds are the main instruments. Even government securities are traded here. There are other instruments also nowadays it is traded, like one biggest instrument is there, or biggest part of this market is called derivatives market. Derivatives market. These are the various parts. Derivative markets. So what we have to look upon, whether you are interested here, you are interested here, you are interested both the places, you are free. You can decide, you can invest. Clear? There's a way investment is going to come. Now, when the moment we talk about other component of market, here, generally we jump to a stock market. Then you will find out, are you interested to directly invest by taking your own decision? Or you want that somebody else should take care of your investment? If you are ready to take your own decision, you want to handle it on your own, you can directly enter in the market. Very simple process. Go and have a demat account. Demat account is must for playing in the stock market. And once your demat account is open, link that demat account with your payment account, bank account, where your fund inflow and outflow will take place and linkage will be there. Of course, without your instruction, fund can't get transferred from the bank account to the demat account. Right? It will be transferring. So you can easily open, and demat accounts are always open with brokers, because in a stock market is primarily interbroker market. Interbroker market, no other than broker can trade in a stock market throughout globe. स्टॉक मार्केट में ब्रोकर्स के अलावा किसी को भी ट्रेडिंग अलाउड नहीं है. क्लियर? स्टॉक मार्केट में कौन ट्रेड कर सकता है? ब्रोकर ट्रेड कर सकता है. सिर्फ ब्रोकर्स के बीच में ट्रेडिंग होता है. So then, if anybody else wants to have trading in the market, they have to come through brokers. So if we people want to trade in the stock market, we have to first get attached with the broker. So broker will give us opportunity to have an account with the broker. Understand? You don't have an account with the stock exchange. The stock exchange में किसका account होगा? Brokers का account. We have account only with the brokers, which is sub account in nature. वो उसका बड़ा account है, उस account का एक छोटा हिस्सा हमारे पास है. Sub account concept is there. And in that sub account, ultimately, whatever we are placing the order, because of this technology, now we can place the order directly. We have user ID password. We are placing the order, but mind it, our all orders is routed through brokers. So practically in the stock market, that broker is trading. Is concept clear? That broker is trading. Who is actually trading? The account holder. It's an account holder is trading. Now account holder is not there. So what brokers make? Because of any mistake, broker may be in a trouble to make bigger payment. So account holders makes it very clear that minimum balance has to be maintained in your account. Minimum balance has to be there. Otherwise, the moment your minimum balance is going to touch, broker will ask you to deposit more money, or it will automatically expire off your position. It is not something like that it is my account, so who can else touch my account? No, it is your account, but it is your sub account. And the moment your account is sub account, so the account holder can really have the supremacy over your account. So, any point of time, your account holder for whom you are a sub account can act on your account and easily act on your account. Will not ask any permission from you. Clear? They can easily act because it's their account which is under the trade. So what you have to have, maintaining the minimum balance so that that main account holder should not get activated. And interestingly, do that account holder is keep on monitoring every sub account? Answer is no. It is the artificial intelligence. It is the system. It is that software which take care of it. So you can't cheat your broker. No cheating is possible. Broker is not monitoring. Automatically, the entire coding has been fed and it will be taken care of. So you have to keep on maintaining that minimum balance. Now there is a margin trading also. We will discuss those on the trading part. These are the ways through which you can enter in the market. But suppose I don't have technical know-how or fundamental understanding related to the movement in the market. This is a kind of procedural component is fine. What is procedural component? That I got my demat account opened, I got my user ID password, directly by clicking I can buy and sell the stock in the market. But question, the $1,000,000 question is which stock I should buy? When I should sell? This question is a challenge. It is a true challenge. Who will help me to understand? Either I myself is doing a hard work, learning that and trying to get insight, selecting the script, deciding that when to invest, when to come out, all these decisions I take. I should have that much knowledge. Or I can ask somebody else to do that for me. That's another way. Hire the professional. Generally, in a smaller amount, hiring professional is a meaningless exercise because cost will be very high. Until unless you have a bulk of amount which is there, and that bulk amount is actually meant for investment. Right? So then in that case, all retail investors, what they will do? Every retail investor has got a small amounts. So then in that case, all those retail investors who have got a small amounts can't afford for any consultancy, any advisory or operational support, decided to collectively hire a consultant for their mutual benefit. So all those small players collectively decided to go for market together. So to become big, that is called mutual fund. So mutual fund is by definition, it is nothing, no difference. It is only difference is that a professional is hired to fulfill the objective, and what retailer individually in isolation can't afford for can collectively do that exercise and achieve that better suggested investment parking place. That is what they are. The mutual fund को आप hire करोगे, mutual fund तो क्या हुआ? Now different retailers can have a different objective also. So then grouping can be made for the different retail investors. What grouping could be there? Somebody will say, I need tax saving instruments. Somebody says, no, I need immediate return. Somebody says, I need return after 10 years of time. So now you can classify those people and accordingly you can decide what kind of investment could be there. And accordingly various products has been created. अब क्वेश्चन उठा कब तक हायर करते रहोगे कब तक ढूंढते रहोगे तो इट बिकेम one of the biggest industry, one of the established industry, and that you know that okay I am available here as a mutual fund to help you out. It's better you come to me. I'll let you know what exactly you do. So I'll ask you first what is your objective. And you say that, sir, we are very young. Right now, I don't have a problem. Can it be possible you can give me a fund which is or that instrument which will give me a return a bigger return in long run? Answer is yes, I can give you. Normally called as growth fund. So growth fund will not be giving you a regular income, but certainly it will have a bigger maturity. And at later stage, it will give you a big amount. But another side, a retired person is coming. Say, now I'm retired, I have a lump sum amount, can it be possible you can give me a regular income fund? Say, yes, आपके लिए भी मेरे पास है, regular income fund आप ले सकते हैं. Someone can have in between also, called balance fund. Someone could be having a tax saving funds. All these things are there and it can easily be created. So you decide, a number of products can get created. What exactly you need, what is your objective, and that will help you. On an average, it has been found more or less 1100 products are there in the mutual fund industry. Some of the product must be helpful to you, and accordingly you will decide which one is good for you. So two ways to enter in the market, two ways to invest in the market. First one is direct investment, directly entering in the market, or via mutual fund. You can enter in the market. Both are part of your syllabus. Both are there. Now this is from investor's point of view, that is what we discussed. But even syllabus talks about borrower's point of view, fundraiser's point of view, corporate point of view, where you can understand that whenever a company is coming and company is trying to invest, invite investment through say equity. First time a company is coming in the public domain, it is called IPO. Initial public offer. Company is coming in. Second time, repetition is there. FPO is there. Follow-on public offer is there. You keep on repeating. How is it going to work? Now, question is, a company is going to have invitations or IPO. Who will permit whether IPO is allowed or not allowed? Who is permitting the company to go for it? Answer. SEBI. Most common answer.
Broker.
And common blunder.
Broker.
Broker. No. No. Question क्या है? Oh, question क्या है? ये बात सही है कि इनको नजदीक में नहीं बिठाना चाहिए था. Anyway.
ऐसा आगे से लाइट लग रही है ना तो माइंड कान में जरूरत होती है.
First one is it's a who permits company for making public issue. कहाँ से permission मिलता है? Government, SEBI, all are government part here. See, permission is coming always from Registrar of Company, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Write down that because if suppose MCQ is coming to you and it is there, which of the following body permits for public issue? Not SEBI. Registrar of Company Directories. Okay. Registrar of Company permits for public issue. IPO or FPO कुछ भी होगा, who permits? Registrar of Company. SEBI is only working on behalf of investors to monitor that No one should cheat investor. So there is a prescribed guidelines. SEBI is acting as a watchdog to see that whether guidelines has been fulfilled or not. Clear? And not only that, SEBI is meant to provide a kind of no objection. Yes, issues are allowed, but permission will be coming from registrar of company. कहाँ का registrar of company? Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. A dedicated registrar is there. They will be permitting it. And where permission is there or not, how you will come to know? It is coming through a word called authorized capital. Have you heard the word authorized capital?
Yes, sir.
It is coming through authorized capital. You are authorized to issue this much. Is it clear? Now company may decide entire authorized capital will be issued in one go or in different slots. That depends on the company. Company decides. Depending upon the market condition, depending upon the need of the company, various components are there. Clear? But the procedure of issue is actually guided by SEBI. It is taken care by SEBI. Procedure of issue means the how much issue, who has to give the prospectus, listing is must, listing certificate is required, all these various conditions. This is called IPO guidelines. IPO guidelines are actually given by SEBI. Okay. What happens, how the entire process of IPO is working? I am going to brief you in another 10 minutes of time and requesting you to listen very carefully. IPO guideline. Company has been incorporated, and in the incorporation of company, especially the public limited company, two different kinds of documents are needed. One is called Memorandum of Association and another is called Article of Association. Memorandum of Association has got 6 clauses. One of the clauses is called Capital Clause. Capital Clause talks about how much capital has to be raised. The registrar of company authorizes, and whatever authorization has been there, that is called authorized capital. Now that authorized capital, suppose a company has got 10,000 crore authorized capital. It has been allowed. Bigger company, 10,000 crore authorized capital is there. Do that company raise entire 10,000 crore in one go or in slots? It depends on the need of the company. But generally company prefers in the slot. Two reasons are there. First one is company wants to achieve maximum mileage out of it. So suppose I am that company taking care of things. Procedure I'll explain you. First I am deciding what exactly my plan is. So I decided instead of 10,000 crore just to issue 1,000 crore. Out of my 10,000 crore authorized capital, you must have done in your 11th, 12th also an corporate accounting, authorized capital, issued capital, paid up capital, subscribed capital, paid up capital. These all things. Authorized capital is 10,000 crore, I am issuing 1,000 crore only. 1,000 crore means 10 rupees face value, 100 crore shares, making it 1,000 crore. 10 rupees face value is the value of the share. Face value of the share, but not necessarily issue price. Clear? So 100 crore shares, 10 rupees each, making total 1,000 crore I am issuing. But interestingly, looking into my values, I am issuing that 10 rupees shares at 100 rupees price. Understand very carefully. 10 rupees shares at 100 rupees price means 10 rupees face value, 90 rupees premium. Right? 10 rupees face value, 90 rupees premium. So per share practically I am collecting 100 rupees. And 100 crore shares I have issued, so effectively I am collecting 10,000 crore rupees by issuing only 1,000 crore rupees of the share. So my authorized capital will have 1,000 crore only issued, but money collected will be 10,000 crore. Yes or no? Yes. When I'll make accounting entry, when I'll enter into that, only 1,000 crore will go to share capital account, and remaining 9,000 crore rupees will go to my share premium account, which is a part of reserve and surplus. Right? Share premium account. So company has issued only 1/10 of the total authorized capital. और amount कितना collect कर लिया? 10 times. 10,000, 10 times collect कर लिया. Now if I keep on performing better, say in another 2 to 3 years of time, again I am decided to come in the market with another 1,000 crore capital. एक दूसरा 1,000 crore ले रहे हैं और अब मैं 100 पे नहीं, तब तक मेरा परफॉर्मेंस इतना बढ़ गया कि 500 का शेयर हो गया. In 2 years of time, the shares which I had issued at 100 rupees, now because of my better performance, what is the market price? 500 or 550 pe. Now I decided to issue at 500. What I am using, my 1,000 crore capital, again I am using. Again I am issuing another 100 crore of the shares, having face value rupees 10, but maybe at 490 rupees premium. 50,000 crore. तो मैंने 50,000 crore and 10,000 crore, 60,000 crore कलेक्ट कर लिया. प्रैक्टिकली सिर्फ 2,000 crore अभी मेरा ऑथराइज कैपिटल हुआ. अभी भी मेरा 8,000 बचा है. वो अगर जाते जाते मैं 20,000 का अगर शेयर इशू करूंगा, एक शेयर, तो समझ सकते हैं कि विद इन दैट सो कॉल्ड 10,000 crore, हाउ मच आई कैन रियली जनरेट फंड फ्रॉम द मार्केट. That is what is there. Next one more important point is there. Very interesting point I am saying to you. What is the normally debt equity? Debt equity ratio सुना है?
Yes, sir.
Debt equity ratio. Debt upon equity. So how many times that could be possible? What is the normal debt equity ratio suggested or guided by the regulatory body? 2:1. Let's have simple 2:1. So if I have already got 60,000 crore rupees of the capital, can I have 100 lakh, 120 lakh crore or 1,20,000 crore rupees of the debt? This is your normal ratio. I can get it. So use किया 2,000 crore मेरा authorized capital, 2,000 authorized capital, and my actual capital, because capital is both equity plus debt, which has reached to 1,20,000 debt, 60,000 equity, 1,80,000 crore rupees is already there. And in that condition, 1,80,000 crore, if suppose that amount which has been issued, only 20% of the equity is compulsorily required to be there with the promoters. It is compulsory that promoter must subscribe 20% of it. And when promoter is subscribing, so how much was 60,000? 60,000 का promoter कितना subscribe करेगा? 20%. How much it is coming? 20% of 60,000? 12,000 crore. So promoter का simply 12,000 crore लगा है और total capital कितना बन गया? 1,80,000 crore. Right? And if it is so, that big amount is there, it means promoter have only a smaller quantum of money. And whose money it is there? It is the public money put into the business. Business is progressive. Promoter's money is not directly involved to the greater extent. Okay? Whenever control is required, 20% control will be counted to that. But if you minutely observe with the overall capital you consider, and if because of any reason, because of nature of business, if business house is allowed to have higher debt, say 3:1, then in that case, instead of 1,20,000 crore, you may find out 1,80,000 crore is of that amount of debt will keep on increasing. Because the permission, as the capital intensive businesses will be there, more and more rate will be coming up to the business. It works accordingly. Now here a simple question is, how to decide whose company shares you should buy? This is from the issuer's point of view. Issuer is going to check the different value, and issuer will like to collect more and more money from the public with the lesser quantum of authorized capital got locked. So how you will be deciding where to park, how much to park? That is a big challenge. And it is not so easy to decide. Had it been there, then in that case, everyone who are interested to be engaged in the market or continuously trading in the market by this time must have been a market pundit and always ready to get better return. Practically it is not. एक बहुत बड़ा challenge है market में. And this is what the beauty of the market, this is what the classical exercise of the market. Even if suppose someone is playing in the market for decades, still they can't control the market. Market has got its own behavior. इसीलिए आप देखते हो कि इतने सालों साल से चलने के बाद भी ग्लोबल फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस हो गई. The moment indiscipline gesture was there, big institutions who had been controlling the market, they started feeling that market behaves the way they want. Unfortunately, it's not. Market behaves the way market has to behave. It is an aggregate reflection of the aggregate behavior. Cumulative behavior. Market is working on aggregate mode. So it is to be very carefully deciding how to carve out your investment plan. So your investment plan should be based on three important terms. The way you decide. First one is what we call it DET. First one, you have to predict direction of movement. Then you have to predict degree of movement. And you have to predict timings of movement. The moment you talk about direction of movement, degree of movement, timing of movement. Clear? Degree of movement, direction of movement, timing of movement. Now if you know, like I'll give you a very simple example. Let us start with that investment. A share is right now rupees 72. Say X Limited is a company whose sales is at 72 right now in the market. What to do? I am an investor who is looking for an opportunity. What I should do, whether I should invest here in this X Limited company shares or not.
पहले ऑब्जर्व करना पड़ेगा ना उसके बाद तो करेंगे.
Pardon?
First we should observe the company. After that,
क्या ऑब्जर्व करें बोलो कितना ऑब्जर्व करें? Yes, anyone please answer me. प्राइस ट्रेंड ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. प्राइस ट्रेंड ऑब्जर्व करेंगे कब? अभी आगे प्राइस कैसे मूव करता है ये ऑब्जर्व करें या पिछला प्राइस ट्रेंड ऑब्जर्व करेंगे? पिछला ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. पिछला ऑब्जर्व करेंगे कहां से कहां आया है. मान लीजिए पिछले एक महीने में ये 52 रुपीज से मूव करके 72 हो गया. ऑब्जर्व कीजिए. नहीं कर सकते.
अभी नहीं कर सकते. अगर ये मान लो इससे लास्ट वन की 100 से 52 आया फिर
तो और पीछे आपको चाहिए.
यस
ओके चलिए अगर मान लीजिए आपको मैं कह दिया कि ये पीछे और जो पीछे था वो 31 से ये एक महीने में 52 पे आया. आगे बढ़िए.
सर बिजनेस किसने चल रहा है?
जिस नेचर का आप बनाना चाहते हैं बनाइए, आप मैं लिखूंगा, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है। बिजनेस आपको करना है, आपको देखना है किस नेचर का है। मैं तो स्टॉक मार्केट में जितने लिस्टेड हैं किसी के लिए भी बात कर सकता हूँ।
सर उसमें ऐसा कि वो फ्यूचर डेट में वो हमें ग्रोथ देगा या नहीं?
बताइए ना कौन सा बिजनेस आपके ब्रेन में है जो ग्रोथ देगा नहीं देगा, आप एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं।
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल का है वो,
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल का है, ईवी का है, ठीक है। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल का है, शेयर इंक्रीज कर रहा है। अब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल का शेयर आपको क्या करना है, ले लेना है नहीं लेना है? ले लेना चाहिए, ठीक है। तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल का शेयर ले लेना चाहिए। कब तक
तो देखनी पड़ेगी ना, प्रेजेंटली वो कितना प्रॉफिट अर्न कर रहा है, प्रेजेंटली उनकी सेल्स
प्रेजेंटली देखना पड़ेगा।
हाँ
ठीक है।
प्रेजेंटली के अलावा सर उनकी लास्ट परफॉर्मेंस क्या चली है, उनकी सेल्स में और प्रॉफिट्स में।
आप लोग क्या कहते हैं, क्या करना पड़ेगा पीछे? बाय कर लें। क्यों बाय कर लें? 31 से 72 हो गया, डबल से ज्यादा हो गया है। अब पता नहीं अगर इसके बाद अगर नीचे गिरना शुरू हुआ तो क्या होगा। शॉर्ट बाय कर लें। शॉर्ट बाय नहीं होता, शॉर्ट सेल होता है। शॉर्ट करना होता है या शॉर्ट सेल करना? Anyway, I'm just putting a question. I'm not answering right now because you have to decide. You are going for investment in a stock market. खरीद सकते हैं। बाई भी सही है, सेल भी करना सही है, कुछ नहीं करना भी सही है।
क्योंकि बाय इसलिए सही है क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल है और फ्यूचर डेट में वो जो है रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज है, तो उसकी डिमांड बढ़ेगी
बढ़ेगी। वेरी गुड, बढ़ेगी। अगली चीज है, ये बढ़ के कहाँ पे जाएगी?
वो जो डिटरमाइन नहीं कर सकते,
तो उनकी परफॉर्मेंस डिपेंड करता है।
नहीं कितना भी बढ़ सकता है, तो ऐसे बोलोगे तो फिर तो कोई भी बोलेगा, फिर यह क्लास करने का फायदा क्या होगा?
हम एक अप्रोक्स लगा सकते हैं।
अगर मैं इसी बात को बाहर चाय वाले से पूछूं तो वो भी यही बोलेगा कि सर कितना ही बढ़ सकता है, तो आपने और उसमें अंतर क्या हुआ? You have to be very precise. Or otherwise, if you feel some factors are going to affect it, so discuss the factor.
सर कंपनी का परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी चली, अगर एक मीडियम पॉइंट पे चले तब उनके जैसे कि 20 रुपीस बढ़ रहे हैं तो 20 के हिसाब से बढ़ेगा, बट अगर उनकी परफॉर्मेंस
मतलब ये कह रहे हैं कि जो चलता है वो चलता रहेगा।
सर कुछ कह नहीं सकते, अगर परफॉर्मेंस की लो है तब उनके
ये वाला वर्ड को ही तो कुछ कहना है, कुछ नहीं कह सकते को ही कुछ कहना है, यही तो सब्जेक्ट है।
तब मार्केट का प्रॉफिट प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर पाते, हम कैसे करें?
Please excuse me, no parallel talk. You are free to answer, and if you are not able to answer, then whatever problem, like आप कहते हो कुछ कह नहीं सकते, तो क्यों कुछ नहीं कह सकते? The factor which is disturbing you for prediction, discuss those factors. That's what the investment analysis.
हम एक लिमिट सेट कर सकते हैं कि इस लिमिट तक बढ़ेगा। अपने जमीन पे
कैसे लिमिट सेट करोगे, किस बेसिस पे करोगे? दैट इज व्हाट द क्वेश्चन।
मार्केट में क्या खबर चल रही है उसके ऊपर
खबर चल रही है मार्केट में, क्या खबर चल रही है मार्केट में?
डिमांड क्या है इसका,
डिमांड और
कितना
सप्लाई
डिमांड है बताओ, कितना है डिमांड है इसका? जिसका डिमांड पता है उसी का बोलो।
सर अभी तो मॉडरेट
गवर्नमेंट का कितना फोकस है?
यस
सर अब कभी जो प्रोजेक्ट्स है वो और फोकस कर रहे हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल्स पे, सरकार भी
गवर्नमेंट कितना ज़्यादा सीरियस है?
बहुत इफेक्ट करते हैं।
My simple question was there. 72 is the present price. Should I buy or not buy or should I sell? आप कितना भटकना भटक लो, कोई बात नहीं मुझे, but you let me know मुझे करना क्या है। मुझे आप इतनी बड़ी बड़ी बातें करोगे, गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी को देखें, तो आप देखो ना, आपका काम है। मैं तो इन्वेस्टर हूँ, मुझे आप सजेस्ट करो कि सर आप लगा दो पैसा, मैं पूछूंगा कहाँ तक टारगेट जाएगा, ये मेरा काम है जानना। 100 तक चला जाएगा, चलो मान भी लेते हैं कि बात, अभी फिलहाल मैं इस तक क्रॉस नहीं करता, लेट्स से टू बी 100 तक जाएगा, बाय व्हाट टाइम?
विदिन अ मंथ और टू।
विदिन अ मंथ और टू। व्हाई सो?
प्रीवियस ग्रोथ के साथ
मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल विदिन अ मंथ दैट ग्रेट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस। कौन सा ऐसा पॉलिसी कंपोनेंट है जिसके कारण आप कहोगे कि विदिन अ मंथ ये मूव कर जाएगा?
अपवर्ड ट्रेंड है।
अपवर्ड ट्रेंड है, तो क्या अपवर्ड ट्रेंड कभी रिवर्सल नहीं होता? कैसे पता चला आपको कि इस ट्रेंड का अभी मोमेंटम बाकी है, ये मोमेंटम कंटिन्यू होगा, ये रिवर्सल नहीं होगा? ये कैसे पता चला आपका?
indicators होंगे।
कौन सा इंडिकेटर?
गवर्नमेंट इतना इन्वेस्ट कर रही है सर, गवर्नमेंट प्रमोट कर रही है इस चीज को।
Promote कर रही है, that is right. But do you feel within a 1 month it will go to this level? That's my question. That is the second, that is the first one is direction, second one is degree, third one is timing. Direction you said it will go up. Degree you said it will go to up to 100. Timing I am asking it is for 1 month. My question is why? And if it is so, it is a very good investment.
टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंज के हिसाब से ना जो न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी इसके अंदर इंट्रोड्यूस हो रही है उसके किसी का बेटरमेंट
टाइमिंग कैसे सेट करोगे? That's it. Over. और कोई फैक्टर है बोलने का? My question is still there. And अगर ऐसा हो रहा है कि आपने कभी मार्केट में चेक किया कि ऐसा किस तरह का कंपनी अभी फास्टर मूवमेंट कर रहा है? इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल तो पिछले 3 बजट से सुन रहा हूँ और 3 बजट से सुन रहा हूँ तो अभी तक तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक व्हीकल बनाने वाली कंपनी का शेयर शूट कर चुका होता और नहीं कर रहा है इतना, तो इसका मतलब कोई ना कोई कैच है. That is the point of analysis you require to understand. इसका मतलब क्या है कि it's how to decide about it. Okay, it's one I am thinking, another person is also thinking to invest. Will you not be looking at who is the investor, what is his time frame or his ability to take the risk? You will be looking into those factors also. Otherwise, you feel that every investor is of same category. No. So that factor is also to be considered. So some of the terms which are very important for analysis, that whether the 72 will go up or 72 will come down or it will remain in the range, these 3 possibilities could be there. मैं एक स्टेप और आगे डिस्कशन को लेके चलता हूँ आपके साथ. Are you able to understand that?
Yes.
You said 70 to 100 में कन्वर्ट करेगा एक महीने में. मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? बाय कर देना चाहिए. Who will sell? ब्रोकर क्यों सेल करेगा? क्यों ब्रोकर को मालूम नहीं है कि ये 70 to 100 का होगा? आप अपने आप को स्मार्ट समझते हो तो क्या सामने वाला स्मार्ट नहीं है? वो भी कंफर्म है, वो क्यों सेल करेगा?
क्या पता उसको नहीं पता हो.
अगर ऐसा सोच रहे हो आप तो उसको ना पता हो.
एक ब्रोकर है सर, जैसे मान लो बहुत सारे अकाउंट्स होते हैं, कोई और होगा वो सेल करना चाहता होगा.
जो बंदा 52 से 72 पे आया है उसने तो अपना प्रॉफिट कमा लिया तो वो बेच रहा है.
ओके, तो इसका मतलब कि अब देखिए वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट इज इमर्जिंग हियर. मैं आप ही के डिस्कशन से इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट निकाल रहा हूँ क्योंकि जो एक्चुअल स्टॉक मार्केट इन्वेस्टमेंट तो आपको 4th या 5th सेमेस्टर में जाके अच्छे से कोर पेपर में पढ़ाऊंगा जब आप DSE लोगे. अभी तो सिर्फ आपके साथ ही इन्वेस्टमेंट को खेल रहा हूँ. अच्छा, आपका कहने का मतलब है कि वो जो 52 से 72 तक रखा था वो अब सेल करेगा. कैन वी कंक्लूड फ्रॉम हियर दिस स्टेटमेंट कि उसकी नजर में 72 इज द हाईएस्ट प्राइस? Maybe, very correct. 72 is the highest price. जबकि आपकी नजर में 100 का प्राइस है. Same factor environment, same company, same economic condition, 2 different expectations. This is what we say idiosyncratic calculation. You made it. इसका मतलब कि जब ये ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है, ठीक है, आप कहें जिसने 72 पे बेचने का सोचा था वो बेचेगा और आप खरीदोगे. इसका मतलब जो वो बेच रहा है वो अपने हिसाब से अपने कैलकुलेशन पे करेक्ट है और आपका कैलकुलेशन अपने हिसाब से आप भी करेक्ट हो और इसीलिए जिसमें ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है उसमें दोनों खुश हैं. उसको 72 का टारगेट मिल गया और आपको बाइंग पोजीशन मिल गई. आगे आने वाले टाइम में दोनों में से दोनों खुश तो नहीं रह सकता, एक ही खुश रहेगा. अगर उसका कैलकुलेशन सही निकला तो आप तो फंसे. ये सुनो, अगर वो पर्सन जो 52 पे परचेज करके 72 पे बेच रहा है और उसको यही आइडिया हो सकता है 72 से 73, 74, 75 गया और उसके बाद आराम से शेयर नीचे आया, वापस रिटर्न हुआ। वो तो जस्ट न माना, वो कहेगा देखो मैंने निकाल दिया ना अपने राइट टाइम पे, माय टारगेट वाज करेक्ट। लेकिन आपको ट्रैक होगा। और अब आप क्या करोगे, जब वापस ये 75 जाके 69 पे आया है, तब आप ऊपर से अपना गुरु को याद करना शुरू करोगे, देवी देवता को याद करोगे, वापस यार 72 आएगा बाहर निकलो। और जितनी देर में सोचते सोचते पता चला वो 62 पे आ चुका है और मजबूरी में लॉस बुक करके बाहर आ गए। सोचा तो था आपने 100 जाएगा, हो सकता है नहीं 1 महीने में, 6 महीने में जाएगा, साल भर में जाएगा, लेकिन कौन सा स्टेट जर्नी लेने जा रहा है, उसे कौन सी सीधी फ्लाइट है। Am I speaking some sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is what and day night it is happening in the market. Who is that person who is getting caught into this wrong side and who is better come out of the market? That is the way you have to view. And this is what essentially fundamentally required to be clear that when you are investing in a stock market, be very clear why you are looking into that discrete. एक और इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट मैं कह सकता हूँ कि जिस समय 52 से 72 पे जा रहा था उस समय तो आपने शेयर को देखा नहीं, तो इसका मतलब जो 52 पे ही उसने शेयर को देख लिया और 52 पे अपना लॉन्ग पोजीशन बना लिया, वो तो आपसे ज्यादा स्मार्ट है, अर्ली एंट्री ले चुका है वो मार्केट में। Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
I am not saying it will not go to 100 or it will go to 100. You have to take a decision. You have to do analysis. Two important analysis is there. One is called fundamental analysis. Another is called technical analysis. Fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis, the way you were talking about that electrical vehicle की बात हो रही है, futures electrical vehicle का more demand will be there, so more profitability will be there, more profitability will ultimately increase the value of the shares. Yes, very correct. Technical analysis basically talks about graphs, charts, patterns, and that patterns basically decides in the near range where it will reach. That's the way it ultimately has to specify. So, two important segments of analysis, fundamental and technical analysis, helps you to decide which sector, which industry, which company you should invest with. That decision you have to take. Don't invest in only one company. Create portfolio. That is required. Portfolio is essentially needed. If you don't create portfolio, it will create a problem. Because of any reason, the way you expected have not been performed. Company is not really giving the result the way you wanted. You are lost. But portfolio saves you. What portfolio does? Portfolio helps you in making average return. एक फेल करेगा, दूसरा काम करेगा, तीसरा काम करेगा, सब में फेलियर नहीं होगा. Right? That's the way you have to. That's the way you have to apply. I hope my points are making sense to you all.
Yes.
Yes.
These are the certain analysis, and anyone and everyone can do this analysis. Initially, you might have to. The one repeatedly I am saying, only one term I am saying, that what you have to be there, you have to be disciplined in the market. And what is the discipline? Be very careful. Don't be followers so fast. Everybody is investing, so you also invest it. No, you invest after looking into whether you are supposed to invest or not. The moment you start doing these things, so what is the conclusion for entire discussion? Don't throw the money blindly in the name of investment. उठाए पैसा किसी को दे दिए, किसी में पाप कर दिए, फिर ध्यान नहीं है. That will create a problem to you. Now, so what you require to have? Are you have to first understand your own behavior. Who are you? What is your profile? What kind of mindset you have got? How much risk appetite you have got? These are the questions which will help you to understand how you are going to make these entire things. So I hope these points will give you a complete clear picture. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. Project is working, not working. Syllabus you have to review. I will be reading syllabus for you all. You can get the syllabus. Unit first talks about that basics of investment and investment environment. Basics of investment and investment environment. I'm talking about investment environment right now. Actually, within this investment environment, all those various instruments, direct investing, indirect investing, everything. I think direct and indirect investing. Last session I had already explained you. You can directly go to stock market. You can route through banking system, intermediated market and disintermediated market. I had mentioned in the last class. So that was in the first unit. So first unit I am reading out. You don't require to jot down because it is available in your syllabus package, and if not, I can supply you. That's not a problem. Look here: fundamentals of investment, features of investment, investment environment, principles of sound investment. That is what principles of sound investment I was talking about. Miss, how much you should be very careful, how you should be disciplined, how you should be alert. That is there. The investment decision process. Decision process. कैसे आप decision लेंगे investment कैसे करना है? Direct and indirect investing, approaches to investing, active investing, passive investing, risk return trade-off, types of securities, जिसमें equity, bonds, debentures, government securities, alternative investment, mutual funds, derivatives, unit-linked insurance policy, exchange-traded funds, collective investment schemes, real estate investment trust, and criteria for evaluation of investment alternatives. These are the various parking places, various fund parkings are there. Question is where you will be investing. Second unit talks about Indian securities market, means stock market, and entire features of Indian stock market is available in second unit. Third unit is online security trading. Trading and settlement will be there in the online trading one. And fourth unit is investing in mutual funds. These are the 4 units which is there part of the syllabus. So we were anyway more or less to a greater extent whatever the decision process is there, that decision process I was trying to highlight. How you should take a decision related to investment and what kind of various instrument you should have. So decision is broadly depending on 2 terms, and one term is called return, and very parallel is another term is called risk. Risk and return decides about how much and where for how long you should invest. So, what is return? Return is the earning on your investment. That is return. Earning on investment. Return, when you return is given on the face value, but yield is calculated on the investment amount. So, return word, you from investment point of view may substitute this word through another word called yield. Return normally we calculate on an ideal situation. Yield we calculate on real situation. Yield is the right word. So yield, especially we use this word in the debt instrument to a greater extent called yield to maturity. और ये सब टर्म जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये सब आपके एमसीक्यू का हिस्सा बन सकता है, आपके इंटरनल टेस्ट का हिस्सा बनेगा, तो बहुत केयरफुली इसको ध्यान से सुनिए सब चीजों को. तो रिटर्न क्या हो गया? जो आपको रिटर्न मिल रहा है. सपोज कीजिए एक शेयर है, 10 रुपए का शेयर है, कंपनी ने डिविडेंड अनाउंस किया and the dividend is say 50% dividend. Company said dividend declared 50% dividend. What it means? 10 rupees shares has got 5 rupees dividend. 50% dividend has been there. But practically, the shareholder who is holding the share had bought that shares at 100 rupees. Share has been bought at 100 rupees. तो शेयर होल्डर को रिटर्न 50% ही मिल रहा है 5% रिटर्न इज इट क्लियर अच्छा जब ये जो न्यूज आया कंपनी हैज डिक्लेयर्ड डिविडेंड 50% रिटर्न वो सही है बट शेयर होल्डर को नहीं मिला और शेयर होल्डर का यील्ड वैरी कर सकता है जिसने 100 पे खरीदा उसको तो 5% मिला जिसने 90 पे खरीदा होगा उसको थोड़ा ज्यादा मिलेगा 5/90 किसी ने अगर 120 पे खरीदा होगा किस पॉइंट पे आप शेयर खरीद रहे हो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपका यील्ड बनेगा व्हाट इज यील्ड यील्ड इज एक्चुअल गेन डिवाइडेड बाय योर इन्वेस्टमेंट हाउ मच यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग आपका कितना मनी पार्क है दैट विल डिसाइड अबाउट योर यील्ड राइट नाउ व्हाट इज रिस्क हाउ टू डिफाइन रिस्क risk is very simply risk is defined as deviation from expectation. Deviation from expectation. So whatever your expectation is there, if it is deviated from that expectation, my expectation was there that 72 should move to 100. It didn't move. 72 didn't move to 100. It is deviated. That is a risk. How much I am ready to take the risk? Generally, in this condition, the risk is in the reverse positions, adverse situations we consider, which is going to turn into loss. So, risk, by definition, it is deviation from expectation. By basic measurement, it is measured through a standard deviation called sigma. Sigma is the measure of risk, which is sigma is actually covariance upon variance. ये mathematically है, statistically है. Covariance upon variance is the risk. So this risk is going to take care of. Sigma is going to take care of how much risk you are going to take. That is what we call it risk appetite of the investor. And depending upon the risk appetite, depending upon the risk ability to take risk, investors are broadly categorized into three: investors, speculators, and gamblers. कौन से three हैं? Investors, speculators, and gamblers. Investors, speculators, and gamblers. Who are investors? Investors are those who are risk-centric. Risk-centric means उनका कहना क्या होता है इन्वेस्टर का कि I don't mind it less return. I am only concerned that my principal amount should not get lost. इन्वेस्टर कौन होते हैं? इन्वेस्टर पहले अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं उनका प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट डिस्टर्ब नहीं होना चाहिए रिटर्न चाहे थोड़ा सा ही हो कॉम्प्रोमाइज रिटर्न हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता दे आर नॉट क्रेजी टू हैव अ वेरी हाई रिटर्न दे आर इन्वेस्टर क्लियर वो बाय एंड होल्ड स्ट्रेटजी में बिलीव करते हैं व्हाट इज द स्ट्रेटजी ऑफ इन्वेस्टर बाय एंड होल्ड इन्वेस्टर दिन रात ट्रेड नहीं करता इन्वेस्टर खरीदा इन्वेस्ट किया आराम से 6 महीने साल भर के लिए भूल गया क्लियर ये याद रखिएगा जितने लोग सुबह खरीद के दोपहर में बेचने वाले हैं शाम में बेचने वाले हैं वो लोग इन्वेस्टर नहीं है दे आर स्पेकुलेटर्स so buy and hold strategy is meant only for investor और जो दूसरे हैं वो कौन होते हैं? स्पेकुलेटर होते हैं, who only trade. बाय एंड होल्ड स्ट्रेटजी वाला ऑलवेज डिलीवरी रिसीव करेगा, मींस विल बाय, विल रिसीव द एसेट इन द अकाउंट, इक्विटी खरीदा तो अपने अकाउंट में लाएगा। जो ट्रेडर होगा, जो स्पेकुलेटर होगा, वो कभी नहीं होता कि वो आपको फुल पेमेंट करेगा, नहीं। वो सुबह खरीद के अगर उसका टारगेट मीट नहीं कर रहा है तो भी वो स्क्वायर ऑफ करके बाहर आएगा। So investors are long-term investors. Investors always go for buy and hold strategies. Investors are risk-centric. Investors basically gain from dividend and bonus and all other features. Then that gain is meant for whom? Investors. सुबह खरीद के सामने बेचने वाले को डिविडेंड से लेना देना नहीं है। So those who are investor, for them this fundamental analysis is very important. कि किसका शेयर 6 महीने में साल भर में ऊपर जाएगा, राइट? फंडामेंटल उनके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर किसी का मार्केट में प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है, मोस्ट ऑफ द थ्योरी और मोस्ट ऑफ द गाइडलाइन इज meant for investor. Point number one, most of the guideline is meant for investor. Point number two, people pretend they are investor, but by nature they are speculator. तो थ्योरी आप उठाते हैं इन्वेस्टर का, डिसिप्लिन और बिहेवियरल कंपोनेंट यू आर टेकिंग फ्रॉम इन्वेस्टर्स गाइडलाइन, and you are behaving like a speculator. You are not honest to yourself. You will be cheated in the market. वही लोग चीट हो जाते हैं मार्केट में, वही मार्केट में क्रैश करते हैं। अगर आप ट्रेडर हैं तो ट्रेडर वाले प्रिंसिपल्स लेके मार्केट में जाइए। आपको पता है वो who are speculators, who are return centric. Return centric means वो रिटर्न पर फोकस करते हैं, and for higher return they are ready to take risk, but only calculated and proportionate risk. For higher return, they are ready to take risk. रिस्क लेने को तैयार हैं, लेकिन कितना रिस्क लेते हैं? कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क, प्रोपोर्शनेट रिस्क। Am I clear? That is, they are a speculator. Speculate करते हैं, ये ऊपर जाएगा, नहीं गया कोई बात नहीं। अच्छा, ये मान के भी चलते हैं कि there is speculation, their expectation may not necessarily be always correct. There is a huge risk. It will be reverse also. But the beautiful component is there in the speculator is they immediately fix that reverse side also, called stop loss. They use a stop loss. What is a stop loss? At the time of entry, yourself you're targeting, say 72, it can move to 85, 92, 100, that's what my target is. In the same day, normally not possible to this much. Circuit breaker लगेगा, ये होगा, वो होगा, सारी बातें होंगी. But anyway, assume 72 will move to 85, 13 rupees movement positive, I am counting. But it may go down also. So, 13 rupees I am making positive movement. Simultaneously, I am taking another decision also that if it will fall down to 68, I will come out of the market, booking 4 rupees loss. Clear? So what I will say, I'll 72, upside 85, downside 68, my block has been met. I'll enter into it. What is discipline? On 68, when it has fallen down, honestly, please come out from the market booking the loss. Don't wait. Stop loss को फिर से रीचेंज करने की कोशिश मत कीजिए। With the greed कि किसी ने टिप दिया है या ये नीचे आया है तो अभी तुरंत वापस जाएगा। मालूम होगा ये जो greed है और hope है, that greed and hope, two things are basically disturbance in the market, making the investor, making the speculator, making the trader indisciplined. Don't be indisciplined. क्या होता है? What is hope? Hope है 868 आ गया. What is the mathematical calculation? Mathematical calculation says that now you should book the loss and go out of the market. right? Because 4 rupees loss has already been there. होप क्या कहता है
कि बढ़ेगा
शायद वापस हो जाएगा, ये करेक्शन है, अपने आप को कंसोल करना चाहोगे, ठीक है? There will be self attribution and confirmation will be there, शायद ऊपर जाएगा. किसी ने बोला चिंता नहीं करना, ये अभी ऊपर जाएगा, चला जाएगा 68 66 तक जाएगा, उसके बाद तो ये बहुत तेजी से वापस आज ही कवर कर लेगा सारा. What will happen in that case? I will reshuffle my stop loss, and that will be the blunder. That will be the blunder. And what will be that? You have to simply come out from the market. हो सकता है आप जैसे ही लॉस बुक करके बाहर निकले and immediately फिर प्राइस कर दिया और जो अफसोस होता है उससे. That is a very different one. I can't explain in the class until you feel it.
आपके साथ तो
नहीं मेरे साथ क्यों होगा, मैं कभी ट्रेडिंग नहीं किया. I
इन्वेस्टर
always worked for others. Okay, so that's the way it is decided. It's a whatever the view is there, that view will continue. Now another is this is hope. Be very cool, very comfortable. You booked at 68 loss, market went up, never mind. जाना शुरू किया है, क्या मार्केट आपको 69 70 पे मौका दे रहा है? And have you been in a position to correct it? Immediately enter in the market. Immediately enter in the market. That could be another strategy, investment strategy we can look upon. 72 पे मैंने मिस किया था, इस पे आया. अब आप देखो अगर 68 पे मैंने किया, 4 रुपए का लॉस हुआ है, 69 पे ले लिया, तो मेरा 75 भी पहुंचेगा तो हम प्रॉफिट में चले गए. That's the way to make it. अभी कहीं किसी ऐसे बातचीत में शेयर एडवाइस की बात थी, उसने खरीद लिया शेयर, मैंने एडवाइस नहीं किया था. I have stopped advising about the share market from 2004 onward when I changed my profession. But खरीदने के बाद मुझे बताया सर खरीदा हूँ लेकिन ये तो लॉस में चला गया. मुझे शेयर बताओ कौन सा है, क्या है? The point that purchase at 851 rupees per share, shares has came down to 700 के आसपास. बोला सर 1.5 रुपए का लॉस है, 150 रुपए का, 151 का बाहर निकल जाते हैं. हमें बाहर नहीं निकलो, आप करना क्या, होल्डिंग पीरियड क्या, you need money, पैसा लेना. That's what the analysis. That's the way you have to look upon, because it is always case to case basis. You need money, answer says no. Then why you want to go out? सर इस तो इसमें मूवमेंट ही नहीं है, तो नीचे ही गिरा हुआ है. कोई बात नहीं, it will again go up. Don't worry, it will go up. So then what to do? Hold. हमने और पैसा है नहीं. अगर है पैसा, if you have more money, further invest. नीचे आ गया ना, you have invested using your calculation, believing on the fundamental, you are investor. Your holding period is pretty enough, 6 months to 1 year, and then share has gone down. आपका स्ट्रेटजी लॉन्ग है, आपकी स्ट्रेटजी लॉन्ग पीरियड के लिए है, और आपको मालूम है लॉन्ग पीरियड में ऊपर जाएगा.
बाय
फर्दर बाय. डर के बाहर निकलने की जगह आप और शेयर खरीद लो, और अब देखोगे कि जिस शेयर पे खरीदे थे अगर उससे नीचे भी रुक रहा है तो भी आपको प्रॉफिट दे रहे हैं. क्यूमुलेटिव प्रॉफिट विल बी देयर. यू कैन मेक इट, यू कैन डिसाइड. ये कहानी एलआईसी का था. एलआईसी वालों ने जो खरीदा था उसके बाद से नीचे चला गया, नीचे चला गया तो नीचे चलता चला गया. Whereas the fundamental it is sound company, undoubtedly go that. अडानी का भी केस यही था, अभी आप तो नीचे आया, वैल्यू में क्वेश्चन उठा गया, इट इज सो why not you further invest into it? And now we all know again it is on the track, it has moved. So what is the best exercise is that decide how to plan. Why you are thinking a price will go up? These why questions. A philosophy is there. that don't stop why, asking why, until unless you are exhausted with your query. So whenever a movement is there, that a 72 can move up to 100, question is why? It is electrical vehicle, electricity has got a big chance. I said when, to what extent it will have a big chance. And so on, keep on asking question, and at the end you will find out you have a clarity how long it will go. Sometimes over discounting takes place in the market and market is exaggerated. That is ballooning effect. A separate class I will take on the ballooning effect of it. But it is very, very important. It works on that. Now, if there is a IPO or FPO, that is primary market. There are two types of market, primary and secondary market. Primary market is new issue market. Secondary market is existing product, existing underlying kept on changing hand. That is secondary market. In the primary market, when first time issue comes, most of the cases, there is a fair chances price will go up because it has come with a fair valuation process and deliberately a traction is maintained so that people should subscribe. That is a normal theory or normal practice also. Barring few, where some good crash has taken place. So concern is that Dow theory says that कि जो IPO आएगा वो थोड़ा सा lower price पे होगा और इसलिए जैसे ही IPO list होगा तो price ऊपर जाएगा. Clear? Second, over subscription अगर है, if it is over subscription, then there is a fair chances market will swoop on the very first day. First day ही market बहुत ऊपर जाएगा. In those conditions, two alternative theories are there. If market is moving, you should wait for, if it is oversubscribed, maybe 3-4 times oversubscribed, 5 times oversubscribed. Retail segment में check करो कितने subscriptions हैं इसके. If retail has got say 10 times oversubscribed, then don't be indulging immediately into the market the moment it is listed. Especially what happens, you have to control, another discipline has to be controlled as an investor. Stay, particularly with those persons who had subscribed that issue, but unfortunately got the regret. Is it clear? This is again another behavioral or psychological component. Suppose करो ये market में invest कर रहे हैं. He has got very fair idea. He says बहुत अच्छा है IPO है आप invest करो. मैं बोला यार मैं market में invest नहीं करता. बट इनके 2-4 बार कहने के बाद मैंने कहा चलो यार आप कहते हो तो मतलब मैं भी 200 शेयर के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ 200 के लिए 300 के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ चलो you are putting 200 I am also putting 200. इनके कहने पे कंपल्सन पे मेरी इच्छा नहीं थी इन्वेस्ट करने का लेकिन मैंने इन्वेस्ट कर दिया. दोनों ने अपना अपना एप्लीकेशन दे दिया 200 शेयर ईच. जब अलॉटमेंट हुआ इनको अलॉटमेंट मिल गया मुझे नहीं मिला. राइट. लेकिन जब मैंने एप्लीकेशन दे दिया धीरे धीरे मेरे माइंडसेट में मैंने घर में बात किया बच्चों के साथ किया सबको लगा अब शेयर खरीद रहे हैं एक फील आया. And that share has not been available to me. So I will be having a kind of a frustration. How can it be? I will not be getting the shares, I will be getting regret. So then what will happen? Where I will attack? Secondary market. The moment share will list. And it's not only me. Good number of people have got regret. Or has got disproportionate allotment. Had asked for 200 shares, पता चला 20 shares मिला है, 30 shares मिला है. अब 30 शेयर्स मिला है तो बचा हुआ शेयर क्या करना है खरीदना है. And immediately people jump in the market. This is market psychology. What will happen? Price will go up. simple suggestion is try to avoid during those periods because that is not a thing. तो कहते हैं ना गुस्से में कोई डिसीजन लेते हो या आवेश में डिसीजन लेते हो तो 99% है वो गलत होगा। क्या होगा थोड़ा कूल डाउन होने तो मार्केट नॉर्मली मार्केट विल सेटल डाउन इन 1 month of time barring 1 or 2 exception कंपनी लाइक टीसीएस का क्यों ऐसा एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं TCS fundamentally the strongest company. When it was issued, so many times oversubscribed. People again jumped. Very first day itself, market jumped. And jump किया, ऐसा jump किया, उसके बाद कभी पीछे वापस आया ही नहीं. और उस समय से आज मेरे ख्याल से करीब समझ लो 2 डिकेड तो क्लोजर हो गया होगा टीसीएस का भी 2 डिकेड्स के आसपास 19-20 साल तो पूरे हो गए होंगे टीसीएस के भी और टीसीएस एक ऐसा एक्सेप्शनल कंपनी है जो कभी पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखती थोड़े बहुत करेक्शन होते हैं ऐसा नहीं कहता मैं करेक्शन होता है बट इन लॉन्ग टर्म इफ यू लुक इनटू टीसीएस हैज गॉट दिस काइंड ऑफ बाद में टीसीएस के शेयर्स को स्प्लिट किया गया यू नो स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ द शेयर्स 10 रुपए का शेयर बांट के बाद 1 रुपए का कर दिया गया फिर भी देखोगे अभी पेंडेमिक पीरियड में भी टीसीएस 2020 में टीसीएस 2200 रुपए में जुलाई 2020 और अभी आप टीसीएस देखोगे इट में भी समवेयर अराउंड 3400 के आसपास है 50% इंक्रीमेंट इन 2 इयर्स ऑफ टाइम लेस देन 2 इयर्स ऑफ टाइम देखो टीसीएस का शेयर आप लोगों का गूगल चलता है टीसीएस का शेयर प्राइस चेक करो और ये जान तो 4000 तक जा चुका था थोड़ा भी करेक्शन कर रहा है नाउ these are the companies तो ये क्या इंडिकेट करता है शेयर्स का शेयर्स बिल्कुल अब अभी आप 3500 भी ये शेयर है ये उस तरह का केस हो गया ये जर्नी है कि अपवर्ड जर्नी मेंटेन रहेगा टीसीएस की अपवर्ड जर्नी मेंटेन रहेगी Why? Because TCS has got a huge business and no competition. True competition means competition तो है, लेकिन जो दूसरे जितने competitor हैं not at par with TCS. जब TCS का नाम आता है और दूसरे प्लेयर का नाम आता है TCS परसेप्शन में par apart है. Clear? ये उस तरह से हो जाता है जैसे Apple versus Oppo. कहीं भी कंफ्यूजन ही नहीं है. Customer is very much known. और इनकी क्वालिटी इतनी अच्छी है सर्विस क्वालिटी मैं एक सेगमेंट इनका सिर्फ आपको बताता हूँ एजुकेशनल एनवायरनमेंट में आप जानते हो जेई वगैरह का जो एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन होता है वो टीसीएस कंडक्ट करती है और ग्लिच फ्री लैक्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट अपीयर इन द एग्जामिनेशन एंड वेरी वेल मैनेज्ड बहुत बड़ा स्ट्रेंथ है वॉल्यूम को हैंडल करना आ गया है बड़े बड़े कंट्री का जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है डिजिटलाइजेशन है सो मेनी मिडिल ईस्ट का आपको अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज का पूरा प्रोजेक्ट ही टीसीएस के पास हम टॉकिंग अबाउट कंट्रीज मॉडर्नाइजेशन कोई एक प्रोजेक्ट नहीं 300-400,000 मिलियन डॉलर का एक प्रोजेक्ट इतना पैसा है टीसीएस कहाँ पीछे रुकने वाला एंड इंटरेस्टिंगली मेंटेनिंग एथिकल कंपोनेंट आल्सो properly taking care of business, sensitively addressing the issues. It is making good work. And that's why business is good. So what you should do, this is what I was trying to talk is the, for general one, कि आपको certain limit के बाद वो शांत हो जाएगा, then you enter in the market. Let the wave to be normalized. Right or not? जब aggression में हो तो थोड़ा शांत हो जाना चाहिए. This is the decision process to make it. Never ever be crazy. The third category is gambler. Gambler is also return centric. The way your speculator is here. Gambler is also return centric. But unfortunately, gambler takes disproportionate risk. A speculator takes proportionate risk. Gambler takes disproportionate risk. बहुत बड़ा रिस्क उठाता है गैम्बलर। सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्पेकुलेटर एंड गैम्बलर, देयर इज नो स्टॉप लॉस इन गैम्बलिंग। गैम्बलिंग में स्टॉप लॉस नहीं है। आप हारने लगे, 100 रुपए का 200 रुपए मिलना था, आप अगर लूज कर रहे हो तो भाई 10 रुपए रख के मेरा 90 वापस कर दो, ऐसा नहीं होता। It will take away the entire amount. That is gambling. Third important difference, there is no probability distribution related to expectations of the result. स्टॉक मार्केट में हम फोरकास्ट करते हैं, फोरकास्ट करके वैल्यू निकालते हैं, चाहे फंडामेंटल से करें, टेक्निकल से करें, दोनों से करें, एक वैल्यू निकलेगा। टेक्निकल से करके हम, स्पेकुलेटर क्या करता है कि कहां तक टारगेट है मेरा, टारगेट आप सेट करते हो। In the gambling you can't assign these kind of things, and because it is disproportionate, no stop loss, there is no defined probability associated to it, so we can't study the gambling. So gambling is not part of our course curriculum, though it is an investment exercise, because it is totally out of study, totally out of probability, out of prediction. और जब इतना आउट ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी, आउट ऑफ प्रेडिक्शन है, तो डिस्प्रोपोर्शनेट रिस्क हो गया। इसीलिए इवन सोसाइटी और सोशल एनवायरनमेंट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम डोंट एक्सेप्ट गैम्बलिंग एज वन गुड एक्ट।
सर वो जुआ,
हाँ जुआ की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, अभी तक तो गैम्बलिंग की बात, जुआ की बात कर रहा था। ठीक है, एक का दो किस्में होता है,
चार भी होगा,
जीरो भी होता है। इसीलिए सिंस उसमें सारे डेफिनेशन नहीं है, दैट इज मेकिंग इट नॉट ए फिट फॉर सब्जेक्ट। तो क्या होता है, हर फाइनेंस फील्ड में देखोगे, हर अच्छे ऑथर ने गैम्बलिंग पे एक पेज लिख के छोड़ दिया, सो वी नॉट कंटिन्यू गैम्बलिंग एज ए सब्जेक्ट मैटर। तो सिर्फ दो ही चीज करते हैं, ट्रेडिंग एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट। क्लियर? अब इन्वेस्टमेंट के तो बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स आपको डिस्कस किया। Yes, any question you have in the meantime, you are welcome. Please ask the question if you have. Let me see. Quickly, because I want to at least complete with the concept of investment, because trading and settlement I'll show you in the slides next time. So investment concept I'll try to finish. No question? Okay. So and then further moving ahead. Please. So investment, investor, speculator and gambler. Gambler will drop, two are there, investor and speculator. Speculator is basically trader, trading in the daytime. Okay, intraday trader. They don't believe in delivery. They don't take the total one. And why traders are overexposed? Because of a concept of trading called margin trading. क्या वर्ड यूज करते हैं? Margin trading. What is margin trading? That's one another very interesting concept here. Margin trading. Here, if suppose 72 rupees I was talking and decision was there that you buy it. Take a long position. Long position is buy position you take. If you have bought at 72, as result you will come, say 100 shares I bought. So how much the amount I have to pay? 7200. But practically 7200 is not required. Suppose it is having 5% margin trading. 5% margin trading means instead of 7200 rupees for buying 100 shares at 72, I have to pay 5% of 7200. And how much is 5% of 7200? 360. 360. Okay. 360 is only required. Fine. What I So see how why trader are so attractive, and why trader get always, even whatever we have discussed about the risk associated to trader, it is there, but they are always indulged into this trading because your investment for this 7,200, instead of that it is only 360 rupees invested, and your position of 100 shares also 72 rupees get created. आपका buy position बन गया, and the way we expected price move to say 75, इतना मूवमेंट तो आराम से हो गया, yes or not?
Yes, sir.
दोपहर में 75 की तरह मूवमेंट हो गया और आई सोल्ड आउट एट 75। सुबह 10 बजे खरीदा शेयर और 1 बजे बजते बजते आराम से बेच दिया। कितने पे बेचा? 75 पे। हाउ मच इज माय प्रॉफिट? 3 रुपीस पर शेयर। कितने शेयर हैं? 100 शेयर्स। कितना हो गया? 300। ना मैंने 7200 रुपीस दिया, ना मुझे 7500 रुपीस मिलेगा। मुझे कितना मिलेगा? 300। 300 रुपए का प्रॉफिट मेरे अकाउंट में आ गया। मेरा यील्ड क्या हुआ? 300 कितने के इन्वेस्टमेंट पे? 360 के इन्वेस्टमेंट पे, राइट और नॉट? 360 के इन्वेस्टमेंट पे मेरा पैसा लगा कितना? 360 और रिटर्न कितना मिल गया? 300 और 3 घंटे में। यही तो उलझाए रखता है सारे स्पेकुलेटर को, ट्रेडर को। Every trader get, and you know it is so that even out of 100 transactions in the market, more than 90% transactions are by traders only. Sometimes 92, 93%, 94% traders are there. सिर्फ 6, 7%, 8% जो ट्रांजेक्शन है वो इन्वेस्टर की तरफ से आया है, जो बाई करेगा, आराम से छोड़ देगा उसको, 100 के इंतजार करेगा 6 महीने में ये 100 हो जाएगा। वो इन्वेस्टर माइनॉरिटी में होते हैं, लेस देन 10% होते हैं। मेजॉरिटी कौन होता है? सुबह खरीदा, शाम में बेचा। क्लियर? रिटर्न इज ह्यूज, but interestingly this is the biggest dilemma which return is in use. Why biggest dilemma is there? It is because we feel that closer to 100% or 90% return has been there in a single day. If you analyze it, nothing like that. एक दिन में अगर आपको कितना परसेंट रिटर्न हुआ? 300 by 360. What is the percentage of return? 80 around.
70 plus.
करके ना देखो, 300 by 360 करो ना, कैलकुलेटर है आपके पास? 80%। 80% लेके चलते हैं। 80% इज द रिटर्न, एंड 3 आवर्स को छोड़ दो 1 डे का रिटर्न लेते हैं, तो 80% रिटर्न मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 250 इज योर एनुअलाइज्ड रिटर्न। 250 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 80 कितना परसेंट हो गया? 250 को 80 से मल्टीप्लाई करो, 250 को 20,000% इज योर रिटर्न। सब कुछ छोड़ के यही करना चाहिए, ऐसा भी ज्यादा नहीं देगा। और यही ट्रैप, दिस इज व्हाट द ट्रैप ऑफ द थिंग्स, बिकॉज आप इस पे इमीडिएटली रिवर्स होके क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, इस तरह अगर गलती से रिवर्स ऑर्डर में चला गया तो लेट्स आप 72 से आप 75 पे बेच रहे हो और मान लो 70 रुपीस पे आ गया, तो क्या आप उसको 70 या 69 या आप और नीचे छोड़ोगे? आंसर नहीं। अगर मैंने पोजीशन लिया और वो 70 पे आ गया, 2 रुपए पे जा चुके हैं, एंड 2 रुपीस मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100, 200 रुपीस तो गया झटके में, और 1 रुपए 2 रुपए पैसे ही आराम से मूव कर जाता है। और अगर उस समय बुक करके लॉस करके निकले तो आपका लॉस भी उसी प्रोपोर्शन में काउंट होगा। इन द लॉन्ग रन, a study indicates on an average a 50 years of a study in the USA has been made for investor and a speculator, and it has been found that it is investor who earns better in long term. मिनिमम 10 years अगर जो इन्वेस्ट करने के बाद एक स्पेकुलेटर 10 साल खेल रहा है, एवरी डे ही प्लेज, और एक इन्वेस्टर है जो 10 साल में आराम से ऑन एन एवरेज नेवर एवर रिसफल्ड इज इन्वेस्टमेंट इन लेस देन 3 months ऑफ टाइम. जितना रिसफलिंग हुआ है 3 महीने या उससे बड़ा हुआ है, and it has been found that average return to the investor is 18 to 22%. 18 से 22% लॉन्ग टर्म एवरेज एनुअल रिटर्न. कभी ज्यादा भी होगा, कभी थोड़ा कम हो गया होगा, तो 18 to 22%. Whereas for speculators it is only up to 13 to 15%, not beyond that. कभी भी कोई स्पेकुलेटर लॉन्ग रन में पैसा नहीं बना पाया. लॉन्ग रन में पैसा कौन बनाता है? इन्वेस्टर. क्योंकि वो ग्राफ स्मूथ ऊपर जाता है, क्योंकि जितनी बार आप ट्रेड करोगे गेन और लॉस दोनों होता जाएगा, तो वो आपको एक तरह से एवरेज करता चला जाएगा. अब 4 बार गेन करो, 3 बार आप लॉस करो, 7 बार में आपका तो वो डाउन कर देगा. और वो एक पार्ट सेकेंड जितनी बार आप ट्रेड करोगे उतनी बार आपको ब्रोकरेज चार्ज देना पड़ेगा, उतना बार आपका ट्रांजैक्शन कॉस्ट होगा. एक वो प्रॉब्लम है. जब इन्वेस्टर को ट्रांजैक्शन कॉस्ट एक ही बार देना, बाय किया कर दो, फिर कभी 6 महीने के बाद सेल करेगा, साल भर के बाद सेल करेगा. तो इन्वेस्टर्स आर ऑलवेज बेटर ऑफ. एंड हमने कभी नहीं वर्ड यूज किया है क्या स्पेकुलेटिंग इन स्टॉक मार्केट, इट इज इन्वेस्टिंग इन स्टॉक मार्केट. सो इन्वेस्टर के बिहेवियर की तरह काउंट करना है. इन्वेस्टर हैज टू टेक केयर ऑफ दिस. So these are the way through which you can decide what kind of investment exercise has to be. How? So what you want to become a speculator or investor? क्या करना है आपको? इन्वेस्टर करना है, पैसा कमाना है. किसमें ज्यादा कमाना है आपको सर? लेकिन लाख आप ऑनेस्ट बनने की कोशिश करो. जो टेम्पटेशन ट्रेडिंग का है, जो फन ट्रेडिंग में है, वो कैसे छोड़ दे? ठीक है, वो तो फन है ही. अब शेयर खरीद के रख दिए, अपना काम में व्यस्त है, तो क्या क्या फन रहेगा उसमें? फन तो तब है जो हर मार्केट के ऊपर नीचे होने के साथ आपका धड़कन भी ऊपर नीचे हो. Then you have the actual market fun. तभी तो इन्वेस्टमेंट का मजा है. So then in that case, what to do? Yes, there is also a strategy. I don't deny, and neither I, discourage for speculation or trading. Price is fine, but then work on a solid base. Solid base means क्या हो गया? आप जितना उछल कूद मचाना चाहते हो मचाओ, लेकिन अपना बेस बहुत मजबूत कर लो ताकि वो टूटे नहीं. What is that? This pyramid which I was trying to indicate here. When you keep on making this base, again I am back to the original point where we started with. That आपके पास सेविंग है, जो बैंक में डिपॉजिट है, पैसा पड़ा हुआ है, थोड़ा सा ऊपर और म्यूचुअल फंड, डेट मार्केट से बना हुआ अच्छी इक्विटी, सो कॉल्ड ब्लू चिप कंपनी वगैरह में इन्वेस्टमेंट है, जिसका डिविडेंड मिलेगा 3-4 साल 5 साल में. आपको हो सकता है बोनस शेयर्स भी आ जाए, शेयर्स डबल हो जाए, ये सब भी है. और 100 रुपीज का अगर आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो 100 रुपीज हैव बीन प्रोपोर्शनेटली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. 90 और 92, 93 has already been to their farm. अब बचा आपके पास कितना? 5 to 8% of money. आप इसको आराम से ट्रेड में लगाओ, और उस अमाउंट से जितना, अच्छा ये 5 to 8% कितना बड़ा होगा वो आपके साइज पे डिपेंड करेगा, आपके पर्पस पे डिपेंड करेगा. ओके, और उस साइज में आप लगाओ, आराम से इन्वेस्ट करो, क्योंकि बेस इतना बड़ा है, वो रिटर्न तो देना ही देना है. खेल कहाँ हो रहा है आपका? व्हाट इज योर प्ले, व्हाट इज योर रिस्क? रिस्क इज ओनली मैक्सिमम 10%. मान लो 100 में 90 रुपए मेरा सॉलिडिफाई हो चुका है, डिविडेंड पे बिलीव करने वाला है, डेट रिटर्न पे बिलीव करने वाला है, इंटरेस्ट फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट से इंटरेस्ट आने वाला है, म्यूचुअल फंड से मेरा नैब वैल्यू आने वाला है. that value is fixed. बचा 10%. जैसे जैसे अगर आप सिस्टमैटिकली इन्वेस्ट करते हुए आगे बढ़ोगे तो आप देखोगे क्या आपको कि आपका वो 10% भी बड़ा अमाउंट हो जाएगा. And you will start in a certain number of years. Don't be in a hurry to jump. ये गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए. 99% इन्वेस्टमेंट गलती होता है वो स्टार्ट ही यहाँ से कर रहे हैं. Start from the top, and that's the real work. It is made. And unfortunately, nowadays I'm hearing a good number of advisors. They make their advice go and trade. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. Without this, it will create a problem. तो अब आप क्या करते हैं उस पे आप 10% पे जा रहे हैं. अच्छा एक और मेरा जिस समय जो मैंने कहा ना कि 2004 के पहले मैं it was my main profession also, one of the profession advising HNI and other investors कि where to park the fund का मैं पूरा उनके प्रोफाइल के अकॉर्डिंगली उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान फॉलो करता था ऑटोमेटिक. तो उसमें जो एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट होता कि और भी खेलना है भाई, सेफ खेलना है और तनिक भी नहीं दुख मानना है. तो क्या करना है, you go for your, don't invest it, don't trade in the beginning. First you invest in these things where your principal is safe. यही था ना इन्वेस्टर का डिफिनेशन, प्रिंसिपल इज सेफ. मतलब आप दिन रात मेहनत करके अपने बॉस का डांट सुन के बस में धक्के खा के मेट्रो में माने खड़े खड़े स्टैंडिंग में ऑफिस पहुंच रहे हो, काम कर रहे हो, 30 दिन के बाद एक सैलरी मिला है, वो पैसा आप लगा रहे हो और वो पैसा खिसक जाए तो बड़ा दुख होगा. तो उसको आप सेफ डालो, उसका प्रिंसिपल नहीं खिसकना चाहिए. अब उससे एक आपको रिटर्न मिला, ये समझ पहला रिटर्न मिला, मान लो आपको एक एवरेज रिटर्न ऑन एन एवरेज रिटर्न 10% का मिल गया. पहला 10% रिटर्न मिला. मान लीजिए मेरा कॉर्पस 20,000 का हो चुका है. 10% रिटर्न का मतलब कितना हो गया? 10% रिटर्न कितना हो गया? 2,000. साल भर के बाद ही सही 2,000 रुपीज आया. ये 2,000 आपके सैलरी वाला पैसा नहीं है, ये किसका है? ये इन्वेस्टमेंट का रिटर्न है. अब इन्वेस्टमेंट का रिटर्न है. अब ये जो 2,000 मिला इसमें भी आप चाहो तो अपना फंडा यूज करो, जो मैंने ऑलवेज प्रैक्टिस करवाया. अब ये 2,000 तो एक्स्ट्रा इनकम आपका है ना, इस एक्स्ट्रा इनकम का मान लो 1,000 50% आप ट्रेडिंग में भी थोड़ा सा तो कैसे कहेंगे, तेरा तुझको अर्पण करना. मार्केट का पैसा आया था, मार्केट में लगाया, अपना पैसा मेरा सेफ है और वो अमाउंट भी. और अगर वो वर्क अच्छा करेगा, जो ट्रेडिंग का भी वर्क अगर अच्छा करेगा तो रिजल्ट होगा, वो भी अमाउंट अपने आप में बड़ा होने लगेगा. तो यू हैव योर ओन इनकम, यू हैव इनकम्स इनकम, और उस इनकम का इनकम. दैट आर 3 स्टेज यू आर क्रिएटिंग. बट फैंटास्टिकली यू आर सेफ नाउ. 3 layers safety, earning effectively without any disturbance. Your investment in the stock market is continuing. Is it making a sense?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
So we will further discuss all the other theoretical components, and those theoretical components will be something like you can view what kind of IPOs. जो मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, अभी मैंने सब एक लाइन बोल के छोड़ दिया, and that was IPO परमिशन कौन देता है या IPO परमिशन कौन देता है? एक्चुअल परमिशन कौन देता है? रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ कंपनी. एनओसी किससे लेना होता है? सेबी से. एंड ये इंटायर प्रोसेस आपको अगली क्लास में और उसका ट्रेडिंग में सेटलमेंट कवर करवा के, अगर यहाँ मौका मिला तो ठीक है, नहीं तो और राइट. इवनिंग क्लास
सिलेबस सेंटर
सिलेबस एवरीबॉडी सिलेबस आपको देखने मिल जाएगा. ओके.